Hello everyone, Minkey here with the next part of Let's Play Zelda Majora's Mask Minimalist Run. It's been a few hours since I recorded the previous part, and I'm still regretful that I got the map. I really hate that, but yeah, it is what it is, I guess. You know, it's but like I said, it could be worse. You know, I'll try and remember that for next time, because more so than not, this is just like a bit more leaning into research, but also like, you know, it's a map. It's not gonna like. Anyway, let's get on with the boss and see how well we fare. I don't have my arrows up, but that's fine. Or my magic, but you know, it's fine. I mean, you don't really need arrows and magic to really defeat this guy, to be fair. But yep, Odolwa time. No way am I gonna be able to defeat him like this. No way are you doing that much damage as Deku Link. I mean, I don't really use Deku Link, to be fair. It's been a long time since I battled him, like probably 2 years, I think. Actually, no, wait, no, yeah, it's definitely been less than that. 'Cause I think I played this game last year, actually, yeah. It's just, I don't know. Yeah, his sword is essentially got ISG on it. Well, it's always active. Oh, and now he starts doing this. I don't even damage him. Because usually they don't change until they're damaged enough. What? Oh, and you get health. You get free health refills in the middle of the battle. For no reason. What? Alright, there we go. Infinite spin attacks. Or quick spins, I should say. That's good enough. Oh well. And yeah, let's get the heart container, except we can't. Because remember, it's minimalist, so there's no point. Or there's point in not getting it, rather. And there's bomb flowers. That's interesting. Alright, can we get any magic just to fill up on that before we leave? I'm still gonna regret this. I got the map, but I mean, I guess if anything, I can show something kind of interesting off, but not really. Yeah, these are all just rupees and arrows. You'd think they'd give you, you know, magic or something. Since don't you get the great spin from this? From the stray fairies, I mean. Oh well. I'm pretty sure I took a picture of the doors before as well. That's pretty cool. So roads and whatnot. Although that might have been Ocarina of Time actually, like a few years back, and it wasn't even really a Let's Play. It was more like a DeviantArt Journal kind of Let's Play, if you will. But that's a story for another day, which I will try and get into one day as well. I've talked about my Swordless glitch file before, maybe not in this LP, but I've talked about that before, and I'll definitely get into that at some point too on the channel. But for now, here's Odolwa's remains. You have just freed the innocent spirit that this dark mask had kept imprisoned within the body of evil Odolwa. Okay, then that's quite the. That's interesting though. But yeah, I'll try and dodge the maps and compasses in future. If anything, it's like. Sorry, I keep bringing it up and I try not to, because it's just one of those things that's like, it's so sort of like tedious, like annoying that I picked it up when I didn't need to, if you will. But oh well. next time I'll definitely do better, if you will. I'll definitely remember, if you will, or if you will. That's even if I do another minimalist run on the channel, if you will. No, it's fine. Yeah, here's the first giant. 6 videos in. Is it 6 videos in? No, 7 videos in, and we finally unlocked the first giant. And we also get the Oath to Order. This is a song. I don't really know why they give it to you here, but I guess it's to sort of teach you what you're supposed to do, I guess. I'm not entirely sure, because as well, like, from what I remember always thinking like, okay, you've got to, like, obviously you got to beat the 4 dungeons or whatever, and then that will let the 4 giants spawn. And I remember you used to think like you have to take on the bosses again, you know, in the cycle. When you're ready to take on Majora, you have to take on the 4 bosses again, just to make sure that they are unlocked. But I think that's not true. I think you don't have to take them on. You can if you want to, but there's no benefit, if you will. You know, other than like doing like a help everyone kind of cycle, if you will. That's something. I remember seeing like a help everyone video before, where they helped everyone, but it was at the end of the game, if you will. So they did like, can you help everyone in a single cycle kind of thing. So you know, but I can't remember what it was. I can't remember what the video was, or like where it is anymore, or anything. So I'll have to look into that when I get a chance. But you know, for now, I mean, if I can find it again, I'll link it and whatnot. But for now, it's we'll see. I've also heard as well, if you take on this dungeon 2nd, 3rd or 4th, like if you don't take it on first, if you get one of the other giants first and then this one, like the 4 giant cutscenes I think are in the proper order always. So if you save like the 4th one first, you'll still get that normal cutscene, where you get the song, if you will. Like that's the first giant cutscene you see. But this specific cutscene that's tied only to the first dungeon, you will actually lose out on this if you take on any of the other dungeons first, if you will, if you save any of the other giants first. That's what I've heard. So I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what I've heard about this cutscene. And she also says the mountains as well, by the way. She also mentions the mountains, you know, to go to next, right? Which that's actually interesting. Which, by the way, I'm looking forwards now, not behind me like you'd think. Now before I go into that, I guess I can show this off, is that I'm right there on the map, if you will. You know, I'm off to the side, and it's weird because it's like, it's facing the wrong way round as well. You know, it's like, because like this is supposed to be the back entrance. You know, this entrance that I'm facing right now, that's supposed to be the back entrance, and yet it's on the same side as the front entrance, which is at the most southern point here, yeah, on this floor. But this is on the other side for some reason. So I guess it's like a hallway that kind of like curves that we never see, if you will. You know, I'll get more into that during the ASAP one, because I'm going to be doing a lot of talk about that kind of stuff during that Let's Play. But you know, here, obviously, it's, you know, it's the whole thing. Now about this mountain. So about the Snowhead Mountain. So I'm pretty sure we all know the map by now. We all have a good understanding of the map. So we start here at the Deku Palace, right, at the south of the map, right? And then we go north. We go to the north, the Snowhead Temple. That's the second area of the game, right? And then we go to the left, and we go to the west of the area, if you will, and that's the Great Bay Temple and whatnot. Then we go to the east, and that's the Stone Tower Temple, right? So if you line all that up, if you start a line from the Deku Palace all the way to the Stone Tower Temple, from, you know, based on the dungeons, it actually makes a 4, if you will. It actually looks like a 4, if you will, which that's I've in Japanese and whatnot. And I don't know the statistics, the proper stuff about this, but 4 is like, it sounds like death in Japanese or something. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but it's like their bad number, if you will, kind of like 13, Friday the 13th for us, if you will. So that's kind of interesting that they did it like that, because it seems so convenient, if you will, that you go in this order. And it's like, why do you go in this order specifically? Why do you know to go to the mountains next? You know, what's the indication? Because Tail, the purple fairy, said it. Well, why is he telling you to go in that specific order then? You know, what does he know, if you will? Like, he's just not letting on, if you will. You know what I mean? It's like, it's so weird. I'll obviously go over this a bit more in detail later on in the ASAP run, but I just figured it was interesting enough to bring up, because it is so weird to me. It's such a weird little thing to me, to be honest, and it's just like, why, you know? Now, I know I dodged the Deku Princess. That's on purpose, because we're not interested in her in this playthrough, because again, it's a minimalist run. I don't think she unlocks anything for you in this in the minimalist run. Like, I don't think she does anything, if you will. She doesn't, like, you know, open up anything for you or make things easier for you, if you will. The only thing she does, if you will, is she's like, she helps sort of unlock the Mask of Sense race. You know, to get the Mask of Sense, the pig face one. And that one, that mask is unnecessary. Completely unnecessary for the LP, for the game. Not unnecessary, but you know what I mean. You know, you don't need it. You don't need to pick it up. So, you know, we don't need to go get that. We can just completely dodge that. There's no worries, if you will. You know. So, on that note, we just continue on, if you will. We don't need to do the Deku Princess. So, yeah, we can just ignore her, which is a little sad, but you know, it is what it is. And yeah, the big Octo guy has disappeared. Well, we can actually swim now. Actually, we can actually swim through this, so yeah, it's fine. We don't need to worry about, you know, like getting hurt, so that's all good. And here's the spider house, the first of 2 spider houses. This, I mean, we could take this. Well, no, we can't take this actually. No, it's not necessary at all, if you will, for the playthrough, because it only gives you the Mask of Truth, which again is another mask that we don't need whatsoever. So, you know, it's completely fine to just dodge it, if you will. And then obviously. Well, let's see what this is. I'm a bit scared to open it, but 20 rupees, okay, that's actually alright, actually. Yeah, it's a bit late for the lotto as well. But yeah, we don't actually need either of these 2 spider houses. There's 2 of them. One here and one in the Ocean Spider House. One in the Great Bay Area for some reason. I say for some reason, I mean like there's no spider house in the 2nd or 4th area for some reason. So you know, I guess if anything, 1 and 3 make 13, you know, but that's a bit of a stretch for coming up with like theories as to why 1 and 3 randomly have a spider house, whereas 2 and 4 don't, if you will. You know, and then what else? What else? There's what else can I really? I don't know. What else was I saying? I don't know. I don't know. We'll get into stuff later. Like, obviously, there's a lot of stuff I can go over. I'm gonna focus more so on the ASAP run for that kind of stuff, because it is kind of like, I feel like it's important enough to a degree. Like, it's more so suited for the ASAP run, given that the ASAP run, the idea of the ASAP run, well, an ASAP run itself doesn't necessarily talk about sort of stuff. That's not the idea of an ASAP run. That's not the point. The point of an ASAP run is just do 100% with extra steps. That's what an ASAP run is, you know. But when I do the Let's Plays for these, I'm gonna go really in depth into these games and whatnot. I'm gonna look deep into them and whatnot and see what is said and, you know, the ins and outs and whys and whatnot, and see what's what, if you will, and talk about it, and hopefully have a proper discussion, like open discussion about stuff, and, you know, just have some really nice thoughts and ideas and whatnot going on and whatnot, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, obviously the next portion is the Snowhead Temple, or the Snowhead area. I'm going to see how far we can do this actually, because it would be nice to do it from a mile away, if you will. I mean, I'm probably just being extra for no reason. Okay, you can actually kind of see it from here. No, is that too far? Yeah, it's too far. I feel like that should be getting it. No. I don't actually know the render distance on these arrows. Okay, well, you can get it from here. I don't actually know the render distance on these arrows, like how far they actually go, or if there's like trajectory, if you will, on it. Like it just like so far you can actually go, or if it actually does get wind resistance or anything like that, if you will. I kind of doubt it because this is an N64 game and whatnot, and so I don't think there's any curving for it or anything like that. But it sure is interesting in a way, if you will, I think. So, you know, it's something. And I just realised as well, I think we need to get bombs. Like, I think we do need to get bombs here, because we actually need something to get past these big snowballs, because there's one set coming up. So, yeah, we might actually need to get bombs then. Yeah, we need to get bombs. This is no good. If we could just blast these snowballs out of the way, we could get through. Okay, yeah, bombs we definitely need. Alright, well, game proved me wrong. Game proved me wrong, I guess. Yeah, I guess, or not wrong, but you know what I mean. So now, though, that brings up a question: what's more important, blast mask or actual bombs? You know, like an actual bomb bag. And also, well, I was gonna say also, like, oh, surely you can just get the 30 bomb bag, you know, surely you can get that, but no, that would actually require you to get the blast mask first. So no, we have to get the 20 bomb bag first, no questions asked, if you will. If the blast mask was optional and you could still get the 30 bomb bag, I'm not entirely sure if, like, you could get away with, like, you know, with the 30 bomb bag instead. I don't know if you could get away with that, but yeah, that's certainly something, if you will, something to think about, if you will. I guess it's also the matter of, can we even afford it? Because we don't have access to the wallet upgrader. So are we able to actually get the bomb bag? I can't remember how much it is. We're about to see. You know, it's... I just hope we can afford it then. I mean, fortunately we have good enough time for it, because... actually, I think it's always a good time for it. I don't know, man. We'll have to see. Maybe I have to get bomb shoes. That'd be something, wouldn't it? Okay, thank goodness we can get it. Alright, nice. There'll be a fireworks show on the night before the carnival. You should go see it. Come again. I was so deadpan at the end. It's such a shame. I thought we could finally sell big bomb bags. Mother, I don't know why I'm giving the odd voice. Don't go picking up bomb bags in the middle of the night anymore. It's like asking to be mugged. And doesn't the North Gate have a reputation for being a dangerous place? I never would have suspected that prancing character of anything. It just goes to show that you can't judge people on their appearance. From now on, I'll go. That's cool that the bomb man goes instead from now on. I mean, it's not cool that obviously she gets robbed at all, but you know, that's something, man. I don't know, man. And yeah, it just turned 1 o'clock as well. Nice. Although it's weird because is that 12-hour clock then, I guess? Because it's nighttime now. Or I don't know, man. It's probably easy to tell with just a 12-hour clock anyway, because it's like, oh, it's nighttime or it's early hours of the day or whatever. I don't know. That kind of stuff. But yeah, that's yeah. I guess bombs are needed then. That's a bit of a pity, I guess, but oh well. Yeah, I went with with the bomb bag because I figured that's going to be a lot more useful overall than the blast mask is. Plus, I can kind of show something cool with the blast mask, if you will, which obviously you'll see when we get to it. But you know, it's kind of interesting, if you will, I think. But yeah, I think bombs are. This might be the only time as well that bombs are required, but I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I might be wrong on that. I do know of one instance, that being in the bottom of the well in this game, but I don't think that direction is actually required to beat that dungeon. I think you can get away with not using bombs in that case. Like, you know, because you don't need to go in that direction. You know, you can just go into some other direction. So, you know, see, that's something, if you will. But obviously that's a story for another day. And yeah, just for that, we just needed that one bomb. I mean, I know you used two, but still, we just needed that one bomb for that one instance. I mean, again, maybe we'll need more in the future, but we'll see. I mean, obviously, as well, there's also, like, I don't know, there's just so much other stuff, if you will, so much. I can't remember like I said, I can't remember the entire game, even though I've been playing a little bit on and off in the past like year or two. I don't remember enough to really be able to comment, you know, either or, if you will. Like I said, I didn't even remember those big snowballs until just now. I didn't remember those. And even then, I probably would have used the blast mask under normal circumstances. I mean, heck, that's probably the first time in a long time, like, I mean, like, in over a decade, if not ever. That's probably the first time that I've ever gotten the 20 bomb bag in this game. You know? And it's simply for the fact of going minimalist, if you will. And even then, if the blast mask wasn't an issue, maybe, you know, maybe the 20 the 20 bomb bag would have been questionable versus 30 bomb bag, but you know, it's a story for another day. But yeah, here's Gabora again, and I actually did meet him in the same cycle, to be fair, in this case. So you know, him saying we meet again does actually make sense. I mean, is this even the same Kippura Gabora as from Ocarina of Time, or is this a different owl that just looks very much like him, you know? Given we have a Darunia lookalike, a Ruto lookalike, kind of a Naburu lookalike, you know, it makes sense that we have a Kippura Gabora or a Raru lookalike, if you will. And then there's also obviously, you know, Saria and Emperor. Those two aren't in these games, in this game. But then you've got Kippura Gabora in other games as well. So it's not like it's not. So at least with Raru, with Kippura Gabora, it's not like, you know, It'll become a land where no living... I haven't been reading actually, I should have, but oh well, this is the ACP one. But at least with Raru, it's like, you know, he's in other games as Kibora, you know, and it's the same with a few other characters as well, like obviously Impa, but Impa's obviously a different person every single time. Who else is there? There's Salvador, I think his name is, the guy in the Wind Waker that plays that mini game where you go kaboom, if you will. You know, there's what else is there? There's other characters. There's Anju, if you will, as well. Like in this game, Anju, it's called Anju, but in Ocarina of Time, that's the Cuckoo Lady. Like she doesn't. I don't think anywhere says that she's specifically, definitely Anju. She's just an Anju clone, if you will, to put it one way, if you will. And then obviously, oh man, I undershot it. I overshot that. Oh well. But yeah, there's definitely clones out there, if you will, you know, or at least to some degree, you know, multiple appearances at times, if you will, to put it in some way, shape, or form. And so it's interesting, if you will. You know, it's certainly interesting. You know, there's definitely a lot to look into, if you will. You know, so I have to wonder about that. I have certainly been assured of your courage and determination. Wow, okay. From here on, you must not be fooled by appearances. You must rely on your feelings. And yet we're getting the lens of truth. Now, enter the shrine. Something that will aid you on your quest lies within. Use that item when returning from here. Okay. That's I mean, I guess. I don't know. I want to look into deeper things with this sort of stuff, which I guess I'll obviously do with the ACP run. But yeah, here we go. Lens of Truth. It's quite interesting in the sense because it's like, you know, Lens of Truth, like why here of all places, if you will. I mean, I know why. It's obviously got some stuff going on here and whatnot, but you know, it's I don't know, it's something. And yeah, I'm purposely waiting for this to play out because I think it warps you back as well. Well, that's pretty cool, man. Alright, I can't exactly just see where I'm jumping. Okay. Yep, wow, I'm a pro at this game. Dodged 2 of the blocks. Alright. Now, I think... I don't know if you got to talk to him or not, I don't know. I can't remember the rules on this guy, but well, let's just talk to him anyway. But yeah, here's the Runia, except not the Runia. So you can then follow behind me. And yeah, he walks off, well not walks off, but you know, he floats off. So yeah, obviously we're going to follow him, and then I'm going to end the part there because I figured I want to get the Goron mask before we make some progress. So before we end, if you will. So yeah, I'll do that first, and then. In fact, yeah, let's go across, and then let's just go straight up, and then if he's not there at the end, then I'll just end the part. Then I'll come back and talk to him and speed off without him, if you will. Because I want to show this off as well, this little tip, if you will. Like, I feel like this one's kind of an important tip to a degree when it comes to following Darmani. Well, not following him, but getting to his grave, I mean. You'll see it in a second when we get there. But yeah, it's I don't know if there's anything else I can really mention at this point. I can show this off at least as well. This is kind of interesting. Yep. Hey, isn't this snowball bigger than the others? Is it? I don't know, man. I mean, it looks like it. Yeah, it does look like it, yeah. But yeah, that's the elder. Because this is on day 3 as well. That took a moment. But yeah, that's the elder. We obviously can't unlock him at this point, but he's actually here on day 3. So, you know, it's kind of convenient because it means that the hot spring water that's up there, you can actually just use that straight up to free him and get some of that song. But I mean, at the same time though, to be fair, it's like, it's not really that good because you still need to go all the way back as Goron Link. Well, I don't know if you need to be Goron Link, but you know, you need to go all the way back as Goron Link and talk to the baby Goron, the one that's crying all the time, and sort of, you know. Alright, sorry about that, everyone. Had to go off there again. I don't know why it off-centered either when I pause. That's really weird. But yeah, you gotta climb this wall. It's an invisible wall. I'm not sure why it's invisible, but it is. And I remember it's right, left, right as well for the wall. It does get cured, if you will. It does get visible again afterwards. So I don't know why. I don't know why it changes like that. It's weird. This is the grave where a Goron hero rests. I came here to put up the great hero's memorial, but the return route has been blocked by snow, and I can't get back to Goron village. And even worse, my brother has been frozen solid from the cold. The way things are looking, I'll be frozen too. Oh, it's times like this that make me wish I could take some of the hot spring water that I found when I was digging the hero's grave. Yeah, why was that there? But the hot spring is now covered by the gravestone. I can't move a gravestone that big by myself. But I guess this is what is meant by the Goron saying, there's no use in crying over spilt rocks. Okay. So yeah, this is recent then. This is relatively recent, this snow pile that I can just walk on. You know. And then this Goron obviously is frozen too. Because I was going to say, how the hell did these two get up here? But turns out, you know, it's that they got up here just fine, and then the snow was getting just so bad that it filled up the whole, you know, thing, if you will. And yeah, he's actually here. So that's nice. So yeah, I don't think you need to talk to him like I did, but anyway, the soaring one said that the one who could see me would be arriving soon. So could Kapora see you as well? Which by the way, we're assuming his name is Kapora, but we don't actually know what his name is. It could be something completely different, like Birdo the Third or whatever, or something. It could just be completely different, right? Because I don't think there's anything that suggests that that Kapora, quote unquote, has a name in this game. Especially since he doesn't recognize you, so it's probably not the same Kapora, right? Well, actually, now that I think about it, I think in Ocarina of Time, I think you travel back in time to before anything of the events of Ocarina of Time happened. So, if we were to go by that logic, you never meet Kapora. Well, Kapora never meets you, so therefore that could be Kapora, if you will. You know, that could be Kapora, and he just doesn't recognize you because he's never met you before, quote unquote, if you will. You know? So, and also, how is he talking to you? How is Kapora, you know, presumably, how is presumed Kapora telling you this? Like, oh, he can see you too. Kapora can see you too, but oh, the one who can see me is gonna help me. So that's a bit weirdly worded, but you know, it seems that it turned out to be true. And Darmani the Third, the blood of proud Goron heroes runs in me. This feels strange for me to say, but when I was alive, I was a renowned warrior and veteran. Yes, when I was alive. But alas, I am now dead. I was fine until I marched off of Snowhead by myself, off to Snowhead by myself, hoping that I could drive off a demon. A demon. And I'd been wreaking havoc on Goron Village, then the blizzard at Snowhead blew me into the valley, and now here I am. How infuriating. Yeah, as well, isn't that like Big Goron? As well, the invisible one that's blowing air and whatnot. Isn't that Big Goron? And isn't Medi Goron the one who does the powder kegs in this game? As I am, I could only watch as a Goron village is slowly buried in ice. I may have died, but I cannot rest. So, you can use magic. The sewing one also told me that you are able to use it. So, also Keyboard remembered you and thought like, oh, maybe you can help out this guy as well. I beg you, bring me back to life with your magic. If it is beyond your power, then I beg of you to do this for me instead. Heal my sorrows. Any way that you can do it will suffice. Please, heal my sorrows. So, let's do this with the Deku pipes. If I can even remember the song. Yeah, it's the wrong way round. So, Song of Healing. Well, it obviously didn't work. So, obviously if we play it as Deku Link, did it play the sound? It does. So obviously, as you can see, right, as I just said and showed you, and now I'm showing you again, it's not healing him. And they don't say anything. Wait, what did it say? Medicine only works only on the living. It would do me no good. Please, just heal my sorrows. You need to bring me back to life. Oh, you need not bring me back to life. I know you can do this for me as you are right now. I beg of you, heal my sorrows. As you are right now. What's Deku Link? Yeah, now obviously Deku Link doesn't work. So, the obvious answer is Young Link, or Hylian Link in this case, I guess. Now, obviously we don't have the Goron mask, to try this out with, and obviously we don't have the Sora mask to try this out with. And we're not really supposed to have the Sora mask, but I think, my personal theory on this, and I think it's very logical, very grounded in reality, if you will, or, you know, as grounded as it can be in a video game, if you will, is my theory is that the reason why Deku Link doesn't work is because Deku Link is also dead, if you will, or, you know, the Deku scrub that it's based on is already sort of like iffied up, if you will, if that makes sense. Whereas Human Link, Hylian Link, he's still sort of alive, if you will, he's still kicking, if you will. Hence why he can heal the Goron, but Deku Link can't, if you will, because the Deku... And plus, oh, no, I was going to say about the song, the green song, the Senator of Awakening, but that wouldn't work, it doesn't really matter here. But, yeah, that's what I think in that case, to be honest, if you will. I leave my undying feelings with you. The deeds I accomplished while living are carved in my grave. You should read it. And yep, we got our second mask of the game. That's right, this is only our second mask. You got the Goron mask. The mask contains the spirit of a proud Goron hero. Wear the mask with C to inhabit the body of a Goron. Press C to again return to normal. The Goron village, I have asked your assistance. Alright, now let me show you something else that's kind of cool as well. You can skip the cutscene. I think I mentioned this before, I'm not sure. So if you transform into Deku Link, and this works for Sora Link as well, and then you put on Goron mask, it actually just lets you skip the cutscene entirely. So you don't have to sit through it for the first time. And then, I don't know why I'm opening this, 'cause I'm going to end the part. But now, and that works with Silver Mask as well when we get that. Now, before I finish off the part, let's check this. It is written in letters you have never seen before. Okay, can't read it. Why did Darmani tell me to read it? Well, with Goron Mask on, we can actually read it. So the Gorons actually speak a different language to a degree, or at least they have their own separate language from the Hylian language. The Goron hero Darmani the Third rests here. In honor of a great hero, this memorial is inscribed with the knowledge of a great hero. Will you read the knowledge imparted by the hero? And I'm not going to read it here, I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to wait for next time to do that, and I might not even do it, I might wait for the ACP run. But for now, it is now the end of the part, so I'm going to thank you for watching. Next time, we'll continue on with the Snowhead area and whatnot. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, alright, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a really minky day.